Alright guys, so here we have the AirPods. So we've been waiting a while for these and we finally got some in. So I did an unboxing and it's the standard box unboxing from Apple. The packaging was nice. I was surprised how well they feel. So now I've had a couple of days to actually use them. And there's a couple of things that I like and a couple of things that I don't like, but mostly positive things. And I've been waiting for a pair of nice Bluetooth headphones that I actually really enjoy. And for me though, since I do work out and since I use multiple devices, I want something that connects easily and just works seamlessly for me. So with the W1 chip, that's kind of what you get, and you get that same thing with the Power Beats 3, you get it with the Solos 3s, and you also get it with the Beats X, which will be coming out in February. Now the one thing I like about these, I do like the regular EarPods. They fit in my ear and they just work fine. I like to listen to music on them, like working out with them, and I also sometimes go to sleep with them. So when it comes to wireless earbuds that are separate without any cable connections, there's always been a little bit of extra to the earpod themselves when they're in your ear. So they always hang out a little bit, and when you're sleeping or laying down or having your head against something, sometimes it gets annoying. With these, they might not look always the best for some users. I actually like the design, but it kind of reminds me of older Bluetooth headset where you get better sound quality because of how they're positioned. But also they're flatter, so when you do lay down or put your head against something, it's not pushing into your ear. So I do like that. Now they're really not that much noise canceling because they don't really seal up your ear all the way, but they do sound really well. So sound quality is really good on these. So open it up and they will pop up on your iPhone and connect. So this is when you're going to see the benefit of the W1 chip that you can find in the devices, that it easily connects to the iOS devices, and it will contribute that information or distribute that information through iCloud to the other devices. So the only thing that you have to do is click on AirPlay, and then you can just select the AirPods, and that's it. And you can do it on your Mac, on your Apple Watch, your iPad, as long as you're signed in with your Apple ID. So seamless connection, and it works great. When we look at this device itself, we're looking at about 24 hours of listening time that you can get while using the case. So the case will keep recharging it. So it's really nice and doesn't feel that heavy at all. And each individual earbud or AirPod will give you about 5 hours of battery life, and you can control that, and you can see that on your Apple Watch, on your phone, and it'll also tell you what the battery life is on the case itself. So when you have it on the Apple Watch, it'll show you that information as well. So that's kind of pretty cool that you can see how much battery life each of the AirPods has. Now, one thing that some users have said that they did have to press the button on the back to get to connect some of those devices, but I guess it's a hit or miss. For me, it's worked seamless, so I've had a great experience. I do like that it has a lightning port. So having a lightning port on the device makes it easier for me not to have multiple cables. I don't like having to use micro USB cables and other cables if I don't have to. So since I use an iPhone, it's nice that I can just use a lightning cable, as I have it in my car, I have it on my job, and I have them at home everywhere. I haven't had issues of running out of battery life at all. So if the battery life is running low, you can open up the case and you can plug it in there, and you're going to get about in 15 minutes about 3 hours. It's magnetic, so they do fit in there well, so I don't think you're going to fall out at random or you're going to be losing them. And it's magnetic lid as well. It feels nice and sturdy in your hand. Haven't had any issues. The one thing that I wasn't a big fan is that it does get lint on the white. So maybe it's because it's still new and maybe it has some static to it, but it's been picking up length. Same thing for the AirPods, a little bit more than the regular AirPods. Now the other thing that kind of made me go a little bit question the design or how it's set up. So when you actually look at the AirPods, I do like how they have the charger. So on the bottom you have a mic, you also have a mic on the back, but also when you look inside the AirPod case, you'll see that the connector, so that connector on the bottom, the silver ring, is actually part of the charging process. And it has a couple of sensors where if you take it out, it stops the music. If you put it back in, it plays the music, and you can adjust that to your liking. Now if you want to skip music, or if you want to activate, actually if you want to pause music, and if you want to activate Siri, you can enable the tap on the AirPod. Now for me, I've seen some inconsistency there. That's one thing that I wasn't too big of a fan, and I think maybe just, I don't know if they're going to have any firmware updates or any updates for the AirPods, but I found it sometimes works great and sometimes doesn't. You have to tap in more on the AirPod, not the lower part of it, but more towards the part of it in your ear. Now I can say that the sound quality is actually pretty well, and I use these on a regular basis. I've used them for during sparring, during running, during ground games, stuff like that, just kind of moving around. They haven't fallen out. But I was a big fan of just how the AirPods felt themselves, because I do sleep with them and they were just comfortable for me. I've been waiting for a great set of headphones, and I think these are worth the $159, especially if you have an iPhone. Not do they only connect easily, the battery life is really good. I'm getting about 5 hours of battery life, maybe a little bit more, but it's definitely good, and it's the way that you can charge it, it makes it very convenient. And all of the other features, and just how light it is. I was very surprised with how light and comfortable they feel. I don't think you're gonna lose the AirPods as some people are concerned, because once they're in the case, they're in the case, and once you put it in your pocket, it's in your pocket. I don't really see too much of misplacement or losing them, because I've even slept with these and they stayed in my ear. But everybody has different ears again. I do want to do a little bit more testing and just see how it progresses over time, but right now I am a big fan of these AirPods and I'm really happy with them. These are, on my top list on my daily drivers, so I use them on a daily basis, and I put a lot of work on them. I listen to a lot of podcasts, I listen to a lot of YouTube, a lot of movies, and I also listen to a lot of music. So I'm gonna keep stress testing them. If I have any updates, I will let you guys know, but at this point they're a good buy. I do highly recommend them. Alright, so stay tuned for any future updates. Alright guys, see ya.